Hey everyone, it's Kat, back with some more spontaneous fun. Today we are building a generic, cute, suburban house. I saw it one day and I thought about recreating it in The Sims 4. Does your brain do that too? Anytime you see a building or a house, you think, oh, I could build that in The Sims. Because mine does. And even though I think that, I don't always recreate it. If I recreated every house that made me think that, it would, I don't know, I would have more speed builds on the channel, that's for sure. But mostly it's obviously due to time limitations. I cannot build everything that I see, but I figured this house would be easy to recreate, and it's also something that I've gotten fairly good at building, this style of house. However, I took a pretty decent amount of time on the roof and the floor plan. It was awful. It took so long. I ended up cutting out a lot of my struggle. I know it may not seem like it, but trust me, what you're seeing is the short version. I think in total it took me about 4 hours to build. So it took me 2 streams to do. I did stream this on Twitch. In fact, I stream twice a week on Twitch. If you want to follow me there, come hang out with us. It's just twitch.tv/spontaneouscat. But I stream twice a week on Twitch for the time being. The schedule might change, but and sometimes I throw in a spontaneous stream here and there. But for the time being, I stream twice a week, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 4 p.m. in the UK. You can kind of figure it out based on your time zone and where you're located and whatnot. It's about a 5-hour time difference between like central London, let's put it that way. But it's really fun. I really do enjoy streaming. It's fun having people in the chat, and we come up with different ideas and I can get feedback and suggestions. We have a lot of fun over there, and the more the merrier, so stop on by. The other thing that took so long was placing the filler furniture with this build. But without it, I wouldn't have known where to put things. So maybe next time I'll cut out the filler furniture portion entirely. But it is really helpful to actually visualize where everything is going to go instead of stressing about each room layout. It's easier for me to focus on the design of the room when the layout is complete. So it's just how I build. But it does make the process longer. But longer build time versus stress, I'll take the longer build time and throw stress right out the window. Speaking of throwing stress out the window, I've been so tired lately. Like, so incredibly exhausted. Hence the lack of uploads. I typically upload to YouTube twice a week, Wednesdays and Thursdays. But I've been working a lot, and getting used to a full-time job has been tricky, but I love what I do, and it's allowed me to do what I love, which is YouTube and Twitch and work out and things like that. And it's also allowed me to plan the trip of a lifetime, and I've finally got everything together for that. The only thing I need to do is pre-record some videos for the week that I'm gone, but that adds more things on the list of to-do. But it's all fine, and it will all be fine, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to go. And I'll tell you more information about how this trip kind of all came about and why I'm going in another video. But for now, let's get back to the build. I love how the interior turned out. The kitchen and living office space is probably one of my favorites. I love the color scheme and the furnishing that I chose. It's a lot different than what I usually go with. Like those countertops from Parenthood in the green swatch, never use those. Always more often with my builds, I'm finding it more and more that I try to use things that I don't usually use. And I also limited the packs that I used. This is another thing that I've really started to enjoy. I only used the base game, Parenthood, and Eco Lifestyle. I'm pretty sure that's all the packs I used, and if there's more, I'm sorry. But I'm about 99% sure that I only used those 3 packs. Well, 2 packs. Base game isn't really a pack, but 2 packs. I really like limiting my pack builds. It's a challenge, but it's also easier to furnish the build because there's limited options to pick from, and that makes it so much easier for my indecisive brain, because the catalog in build mode stresses me out, and I am a person who gets easily overwhelmed. So to have a limitation is it's great. And I do plan to do more limited builds in the future. The other part of this build that I love is the kids' room. I used a lot of different decor that I wouldn't usually put together. I made it really like fun, and I kind of, like I said, I used decor that I wouldn't usually use together, but I just kind of went with it. I kind of picked a color scheme. You'll see when we get to it. If we're already there, I don't know what you're looking at, but you'll see when we get to it. I used a lot of, like, I stuck with a color scheme, and then I kind of mixed and matched things from there. And but I think it turned out so cute, and my favorite parts are the pride flag and the skateboards on the wall. I love it. The parents' bedroom was really hard to furnish. I do remember that being an issue. I kept fiddling with that. It was very interesting to. It was an odd layout. But like I said, I had placed filler furniture, so I knew mostly where everything was going to go. But that still doesn't make it any easier when I go in and decorate the rooms. But overall, I really, really liked the aesthetic of the house. I got inspired by the interior of my relative's house that live in California. Shout out to those lovely people if you're watching this video, which I don't know if you watch my videos, but I kind of modeled the living room after like their general aesthetic at their house, because their house, I love the interior of their house. It's so pretty. But yeah, and I think my favorite part that really brought it all together was the rug in the living room. You'll see it when we get to it, and it's probably already passed. Like I said, I have no idea what you're looking at right now. But I went back and forth with the rug choices, and ultimately I decided on that base game rug that has, like, it kind of looks like a sky, or like an abstract painting. Hello. Okay, ghosts. I mean, it is spooky season. Anyway, that was spooky. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so it's that one base game rug. You'll see it when we get to it, but I decided to use that in the living room, and I think it looks really, really nice. I don't really know what else to talk about. We've reached the end of my prompt that I have written for myself. I guess I could talk about my new job. My new job is great. I love it. I love the people that I work with, and I love that it's so less stressful than what I used to do. It's just really nice to have something that I can go to, I know I'm good at, and I enjoy it, and it's wonderful. So that's pretty much that. I want to tell you about my trip and how excited I am for it, but I want to do that in another video. But I will say that I leave in 10 days, so that's fun and exciting. I'm very excited for it, obviously. I keep saying how excited I am. I wonder how many times in this video I've said the word excited. That's kind of, that's an interesting thing. Oh, I went to see Hamilton. I could talk about Hamilton. Yeah. I went to see Hamilton, the musical, with my mom last weekend, I think. Maybe a couple weekends ago. But I went to see Hamilton, the musical, and it was amazing. And I even got this book at, it's what Lin-Manuel Miranda based his musical on. and I can't wait to read it. I think I'm going to read it on the plane. Anyways, I'm very excited. But it was a great show. It was so good. We sat so close to the stage. I kid you not. We sat so close, I could see the conductor's music. Like, sorry, there was a fly on my microphone. I just saw the little stupid bugger. There was a fly on my microphone. Anyways. Oh, I thought I saw it again. Oh no. Is it dead? Did I kill it? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. Anyways. Right. Hamilton. Great show. It was really cool. Since the whole craziness in the world right now, the actors have not been taking autographs or photos or anything like that. Like, they haven't been doing, like, meet and greets. So that was kind of unfortunate. But after the show, I ran to the stage door, like I always do, because it was my first time seeing Hamilton in person. And I keep looking at my microphone to make sure that I killed the bug, but I can't see it. Anyways, oh my gosh, this is like, this bug thing is like the silverfish that crawled up my wall during my stream the other day. Gross. Don't worry, I squished it. Anyways, right, Hamilton, stage door. So I run to the stage door, because I didn't know. The last time I had seen a show at the Aronoff, I saw Wicked, and they were not doing meet and greets. I saw on Instagram that they were not doing meet and greets. They had specifically posted about that. So, but I didn't know anything about this production of Hamilton. So I run to the stage door, hoping that I can at least meet somebody. And I run to the stage door. I see the sign that says, "Sorry, for the safety of our actors and actresses, we are not doing meet and greets, signatures, autographs, photos, whatever." And then this lady, as I'm reading the sign, this lady goes, "They're not doing anything." And I'm like, okay, thank you. And I walked away. And then, but here's the best part. As I'm walking away, I see my mom, because she went and got the car. And I go, "Hey, Mom." And she goes, That's him behind you." I turn around, it's freaking Hamilton. I'm like, "Oh, hi, you did amazing." Oh, so at least I got to tell Hamilton that he did a good job, you know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, so I have just been living my best life, loving my best life, and I hope you all are doing good, and I hope you enjoyed this video and my rambling mouth, but please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe right meow for all the spontaneous fun, and I'll see you in the next one.